So, good afternoon, everyone. Once again, now we shall continue with our chapter Flowering of the Regional Cultures from the previous session. Okay, in the previous session, we learned about the development of language and literature in North India, then under the Mughals also. Then we come to know about that how new languages came to be formed or came to existence and how they influence our culture. Now we will study about paintings, that what paintings have played its role in the diversification of culture in India and how the paintings reflect the culture or the events of their time in which they were made. So paintings have been an important form of expression from times immemorial. Earliest humans expressed their feelings through paintings on the walls of caves. In India, painting has a very old tradition. The ancient texts outline theories of color and aesthetics, and anecdotal accounts suggest that it was not uncommon for households to paint their doorways or facades or even indoor rooms where guests were received. Cave paintings for Ajanta, Bagh and Sitanwasal and temple paintings testify to a love of naturalism, both in the depiction of the human form and in the depiction of nature. So painting is very common tradition in India, not only in India, throughout the world. Because in earlier times when the house were not made up of this concrete and anything which we are using now, so people used to live in simple houses. You also call them kacha houses. Okay, you know about them. They were made of mud and everything present in the nature. And at that time, people used to, especially women, used to decorate their homes with beautiful colors. Okay, their homes, their walls. Okay, so it was very common. But then professionals were also there who used to paint for the courts, for the kings, okay, for special occasions. So in previous times, painting was very common. Then cave paintings can also be seen in Ajanta, Ellora caves. Okay, there are various types of paintings. Paintings during the Mughal period. The Mughals were great patrons of art. The Mughal school of painting originated during the reign of Akbar in 1560. Akbar was keenly interested in the art of painting and architecture. While a boy, he had taken lessons in drawing. At the beginning of his reign, a studio of painting was set up under the supervision of two Persian masters, Sir Mir Sayyid Ali and Abdul Samad Khan, who were originally employed by his father Humayun. A large number of Indian artists from all over India were recruited to work under the Persian masters. It is estimated that around 1,000 artists worked in this studio. So Akbar, under the Mughals, painting or art and culture flourished a lot. So kings themselves patronized the art. Akbar was very interested in this form of art and he established a different art studio and he invited the students and also the artisans from all over India. सो अकबर ने पेंटिंग को बढ़ाने में बहुत मदद की और आप देख भी सकते हो जो पुराने महल हैं मुगलों के टाइम के पैलेसेस हैं किले हैं वहां पर भी आपको बहुत बढ़िया पेंटिंग्स देखने को मिलेंगी अंडर जहांगीर painting acquired greater charm refinement and dignity. He had a great fascination for nature and took delight in the portraiture of birds, animals, and flowers. A book of fables called Ayyar-e-Danish was illustrated during Jahangir's reign. So Jahangir was also very interested in art. Mirza Ghalib, famous for his heart-rending poetry, Mirza Ghalib is also the father of Urdu prose. He has written beautiful melodious ghazals. Some of his best works have been translated into several Indian as well as foreign languages. In 1850, Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar II honored Mirza Ghalib with the title of Dabirul Mulk. The emperor also added to it the additional title of Nazmudollah. The conferment of these titles was symbolic of Mirza Ghalib's incorporation into the nobility of Delhi. He also received the title of Mirza Nosha from the emperor, thus adding Mirza as his first name. He was also an important courtier of the royal court of the emperor. As the emperor was himself a poet, Mirza Ghalib was appointed as his poet tutor in 1854. मिर्जा गालिब की बहुत सारी गजल्स हैं वो आपको मिल जाएंगी जो अलग अलग सिंगर्स ने गाया है उनको शायरी के लिए वो जाने जाते हैं so here is a painting showing Aurangzeb seated in his golden throne so golden throne औरंगजेब का उसमें देख सकते हो इस पेंटिंग में दिखाया गया है so painting reflects the events of the past. Besides a number of darbar scenes, portraits, birds, animals, and flower studies were also drawn during his reign. The noted painters of Jahangir's reign are Akka Riza, Abul Hassan, Mansoor, Bishan Das, Manohar Govardhan, Balchand, Daulat, Mukhlis, Bhim, and Inayat. So these were all his famous painters in the during the reign of Jahangir. When a painting was brought by Captain Hawkins to the court of Jahangir as a gift, it was replicated by his court artist. Jahangir was able to differentiate between the two. So यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए एक उन्होंने बताया है कि एक बार कैप्टन हॉकिंस जहांगीर के लिए एक गिफ्ट लेके आए पेंटिंग का उसके उनके आर्टिस्ट ने उसको रेप्लिकेट कर दिया उसकी देख के एकदम कॉपी बना ली लेकिन जहांगीर को पता चल गया वो डिफरेंशिएट कर दिया उसने कि कौन सी ओरिजिनल है एंड कौन सी उसके जो पेंटर्स हैं उन्होंने बनाई है कॉपी रीजनल स्कूल्स ऑफ पेंटिंग स्कूल्स क्या होते हैं एक आर्ट फॉर्म ठीक है तो एक स्टाइल ऑफ पेंटिंग को हम स्कूल ऑफ पेंटिंग बोलते हैं अनलाइक मुगल पेंटिंग विच इज प्राइमरीली सेकुलर the art of painting in central India, Rajasthani and the Pahadi region are deeply rooted in the Indian tradition. It takes inspiration from Indian epics, religious texts like the Puranas, love poems in Sanskrit and other Indian languages and folklore. Cults of Vaishnavism, Shaivism and Shakti exercise tremendous influence on the pictorial art of these places. मुगल पेंटिंग आपको सेकुलर मिलेगी ठीक है वो नेचर के बारे में होगी लोगों के बारे में होगी जो इंडिया की अपनी पेंटिंग है यहाँ की पेंटिंग है राजस्थानी पुरानी जो इंडियन ट्रेडिशनल पेंटिंग है वो ट्रेडिशन है या जो हमारे पुराने धर्म ग्रंथ हैं उनसे इंस्पायर्ड है among these the important schools of paintings are malwa mewar बूंदी कोटा अम्बेर जयपुर बीकानेर मारवाड़ एंड किशनगढ़ ये सारे के सारे स्कूल्स का मतलब यहाँ पर है स्टाइल्स सो जिस एरिया में वो सिखाई जाती थी उसको स्कूल ऑफ पेंटिंग बोलते हैं द बुंदेलास वर who were powerful in central India founded the city of Orcha in 1531. Mural paintings were made on the walls of all the palaces within the magnificent Orcha fort. The Raj Mahal was completely adorned with mural paintings of the 17th century. What remains of these exhibits is a blend of the two most significant styles of painting in India at that time, the Mughal style and the Rajput style. The expressions are often gentle. Exposure to the Mughal court has also led to a sense of courtly sophistication. तो ये बड़ी ही डिसिप्लिन्ड स्टाइल्स हैं। तो बाद में जो प्रोमिनेंट पेंटिंग स्टाइल्स बच गए वो कौन से बचे? मुगल स्टाइल एंड द राजपूत स्टाइल। So here you can see various types of painting. Rajasthani miniature painting of Krishna, Radha and with gopis in a thunderstorm. यहाँ पर एक आप देख सकते हो पहाड़ी पेंटिंग showing Radha celebrating Holi. Here is a painting, earliest painting of Geet Govinda, Mewar, dated Sirsa for 1590 ये डेट है। So what is a miniature painting? मिनिएचर पेंटिंग एक बहुत ही छोटी पेंटिंग होती है जिसको आपको या तो लेंस से देखना पड़ता है या फिर एक मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास जो है उससे देखना पड़ता है। मिनिएचर पेंटिंग कंप्राइज्ड स्मॉल फाइनली क्रिएटेड डिपिक्शन accomplished on vellum, prepared card, copper or ivory. The name is derived from the minimum or red lead used by the medieval artists. Miniature painting flourished from the beginning of the 16th century down to the mid 19th century. Mughal miniatures are well known and celebrated. Few know that murals were also commissioned by the Mughal emperors. Okay, so ये जो miniature painting है that means छोटी सी painting होती है। This painting is in the interior of Mariam's palace in Fatehpur Sikri and depicts a western lady playing the flute. ये पेंटिंग आपको मरियम पैलेस में मिलेगी, फतेहपुर सीकरी में ये पैलेस है। ठीक है, यहाँ पर एक जो वेस्टर्न लेडी है, कोई अंग्रेज औरत है, वो जो बांसुरी बजा रही है। Rajasthani painting differs from the Mughal painting in its bolder use of color, abstract and traditional human figurines, and in the ornamental treatment of the landscape. Subjects of this period principally depicted were the legends of Krishna and Radha. राधा कृष्ण की कहानियों के ऊपर आपको राजस्थानी पेंटिंग्स मिलेंगी। The Pahadi region were centers of great artistic activity from the later half of the 17th century to nearly the middle of the 19th century. Early centers of painting in the Deccan during the 16th and 17th centuries were Ahmedgarh, Bijapur, Golconda. In the Deccan, painting continued to develop independent of the Mughal style in the beginning. However, in the 17th and 18th centuries, it was increasingly influenced by the Mughal style. So, डेक्कन में भी पेंटिंग्स आई, लेकिन वो बाद में मुगल पेंटिंग से इंस्पायर हुई, उनसे इन्फ्लुएंस हुई। मिनिएचर पेंटिंग शोइंग गोपास एंड गोपीज अप्रोचिंग कृष्णा, ये मालवा पेंटिंग आप एक देख रहे हो, ठीक है, ये वाली, इसमें गोपियां और गोपा जो होते हैं, ठीक है, ये मीन्स गांव को, गाय को पालने वाले, ठीक है, सो वो कृष्णा की तरफ जा रहे हैं। सो ये अलग अलग तरह की पेंटिंग्स हैं जिन्होंने, जो हमें बताती हैं कि उस समय में लोग क्या सोचते थे, ठीक है, किस तरह का उनका लाइफस्टाइल था और क्या क्या उस समय चेंजेस आ रही थी हमारे कल्चर में।